This conference will now be recorded.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this evening webinar session hosted by Micronet IT Solutions, which is a US-based company. This company is providing the best IT training in the world. Thank you for giving me the opportunity for giving me the presentation on VFX compositing for today. The webinar, this webinar is suitable for those people who wants to start VFX compositing as a career, and also some experienced people who are having some doubts what is having the VFX pipeline in this one. So let me introduce myself. I am Chandrasekhar. I am a VFX artist and a well-experienced trainer. I work as an editor, motion graphics artist, and colorist. Nearly, I'm having 6 years of experience in VFX compositor for feature films, mainly on feature film works. I work for both regional films as well as international Hollywood films. Recently, I worked for the film Godzilla 2019 and Aquaman. I worked with the major film studios like MPC Moving Picture Company, which is located in Bangalore. It is one of the major Hollywood film company in the world. They are doing the best top 15 Hollywood films. And I worked for the top Indian companies like EFX, Firefly. The Firefly has done the first national award film for the movie Anji. They done a lot of movies still up to Bahubali. And EFX is a Chennai-based company, Prasad Studios. So some of the regional works I've worked. I'm having more than 10 years of experience in this field. So I will update the training based on the real-time market scenarios. Like that, I explain I done for regional films as well as all Hollywood films. So whatever the new technology comes into the scenario, I will update based on the subject and I will give the training for the students. That's why students will achieve the best high positions and successful entrepreneurs in this field. I train a lot of people in this field for the past 17 years. So they achieve very highest positions, and some of the people who train in my guidance are become the best entrepreneurs in industry. They are having their own companies right now successfully. Uh, all of you are in. All of you can able to listen, no?
Yes, we are able to listen.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I will show my demo reel once again. You can get an idea now what today what I am the topic I am going to explain. I will explain the topic and details one by one. So let me play my demo reel. You can get an idea. how exciting was the story was. This is called what is called as a creativity work. And today's topic, what I'm going to explain in this agenda. So, what is VFX? What is compositing? What is layer-based and node-based compositing? What is 3D and 2D? What is Rotomatte and Rotoprep? What is blue and green screen keying? What is color grading? What is the career in VFX compositing? And finally, questions and answers and feedback session. Let me show you one clip so you can understand what is completely called VFX. This is just like a thing, like a question. I'll play this clip. This is my some of the recent work done for the film Godzilla. And before the showreel was my domestic clip. I can't able to show the before and after in Godzilla because of the movie in production house. So I can't able to get the clips before and after. So that's why I play the regional clips. When you watch this Hollywood Godzilla, the people will think about it's kind of animation movie. Okay, so it's not an animation movie. Let me play one more clip. You can understand. Okay, so when you play this clip, this movie is from the Toy Story. So when you take these two movies, Toy Story and Godzilla, you can get to understand the Toy Story is a complete animation movie. It's an animated movie, and whereas Godzilla is a VFX movie. Okay, so what is 3D and what is 2D? That I will going to explain 3D and 2D also. So in the today's topic, I'm going to explain. So Toy Story is a complete animation movie and VFX is a Godzilla movie. So the people is having a lot of dilemma. If you pick any movie like Avengers and everything, the people will call it's an animated movie. No, it's called a VFX movie. VFX movie is different from animated movie. So in order to understand the better in animation VFX, I will show the entire VFX pipeline, those who are in Hollywood pipeline right now. Okay. So this is the next slide. Yeah, what is VFX? So I said the Godzilla is a VFX movie, and what is called as VFX? VFX stands for visual effects. It is an integration of live action effects, live action footage with CGI, computer CGI, imaginary objects. So it is the integration of live action footage with CGI. So let me show the clip. You can clearly understood what is meant by VFX movie. In this clip, the movie Godzilla, I taken the movie what I had done. You can see the backside, the Godzilla is complete CGI. It totally created inside the computer by means of CGI software, whereas the foreground character is the live action footage, where it was shooted in front of the camera. When the both are integrated, how we are integrating? By means of several software, several departments to work. In order to get this kind of integration of the live action effects with the CGI, there are several departments, several people has been involved to finish this shot. So let me show that pipeline. You can better understand what is stands for VFX and how many departments will be work on VFX movie. So this is the VFX pipeline. In the VFX pipeline, you can see there is a lot of people working for the VFX movie, pre-production, production, and post-production department. So guys, if you have any questions, you can have the question sessions at the end of the session. You can raise the questions and I will clarify in the questions and answer sessions. And you can fill the Google form also. I will send the link. Okay, so let me start. So VFX pipeline, there are 3 modules: pre-production, production, and post-production. In pre-production, the main, the storyboarding, the scripting, the research and development, pre-visualization, means you have to create the story, you need script, and you have the storyboard, means whatever you want to get the VFX movie, you need lot of pictures to draw, lot of scenes, and it is research and development, how you convert that storyboarding into live action, how to shoot. So that is pre-production, means pre is totally on paper and pencil, means everything is totally written on paper. It's a script. Research will be done. There is no camera, there is no computer. Those everything will be done on based on paper and pen. When it comes to the production, this comes into the play. Based on the scripting, the original shooting part, live action footage is going to take, means how you can able to shoot VFX. Okay, how you can able to give the VFX shot for the 3D people, CG, compositing. See, there are a lot of departments will be involved for the production. This entire thing is shooting, technology department, DOP, cinematography. Those people works into the play. And post-production, this is where we are going to do. We are the people going to do the work on post-production. Means everything is totally done on computer. See, in the post-production VFX pipeline, these are all separate departments. See, for a VFX movie, texturing, rigging, tracking, match moving, grading, rotoscoping, plate, animation, look development, element shots, lighting and rendering, effects, digital matte painting, compositing. Okay, these are the departments and these are all separate software. It means one department is using one different software or several softwares to finish the shot. So in this today, the topic is what I am taking is webinar is VFX compositing is the topic. So VFX compositing is my specialization. So this is where I'm going to explain in depth. And I will explain what are these will be comes into the play when it comes to the compositing. Means we are integrating all the departments into compositing. That I will show you in the next. The VFX pipeline, I said lot of departments will be worked. This one, lot of departments will be worked. What kind of software they are using in VFX pipeline? For 3D CGI, computer graphics, everything generated in 3D. They'll use most Autodesk Maya for modeling, object creation, texturing, for texturing the materials for the model objects, lighting. They will create complete CG lighting apart from original lighting. Look development. You have to create the look development for the CG work, how the look is going to visible on the screen. Rigging, the skeleton structure of the 3D for the animation people to work, and the animation where you can do the final animation for the character. And next is this one, software Houdini and Maya. These are used for effects animation, like blastings, fluids, simulation, etc. Whereas ZBrush and Mudbox, this is used basically for sculpting. As you see in the Godzilla, the character is having a lot of wrinkles on his face. That will be done based on sculpting. The sculpting is used for generation of the sculpting. I will show these examples also. The PX track equalizer, and Nuke. These are the software used for match moving. These are match moving software. When it comes to 2D compositing, the people use Foundry, Nuke, Adobe After Effects, Silhouette, Mocha, and Photoshop. These are software basically. Both are CGI software. It is complete 3D CGI, whereas this is 2D CGI, where you can have the 2D integration with CG. So what kind of works will be done in 2D compositing? So we are going to learn the compositing, VFX compositing. These are the topics we are going to learn: rotoscoping, rotoprep, matte painting, element shots, tracking, compositing. Okay, and the company having their own software, they will create their own software for simulation like a crowd and effects like that. They're having their own proprietary software when you're working for a Hollywood companies, major film post-production companies. So when you become a VFX compositing artist, these are the major topics you have to learn to become a VFX compositor to get. So in VFX compositing, these are the topics. You want to become a compositor, these are topics you are going to learn: rotoscoping, paint and rotoprep, dynamic and static screenplay creation, chroma, blue screen and green screen, wire and rig removals, 3D tracking and match moving, compositing, effects simulations, and final one, motion graphics. These are the compositing you need to learn. You want to become a compositor, but not only VFX compositing having the compositors, they're having separate jobs. Like rotoscoping is separate particular job, just like a rotoscoping artist. A paint is a prep artist, they will call it as, and keying is also comes like compositing, and motion graphics artist and simulation artist. Means in one particular topic there will be a lot of jobs to done. And yeah, now today's topic basically on VFX compositing, and what we're going to discuss is what is meant by compositing. Compositing is the manipulation of photographic images over times into live action footage. Means compositing is something like actually you are modifying the pictures, you are manipulating the video footage. Right now what I am teaching the class, that is called video footage. You are totally manipulating, means you are adding the extra CGI elements. Let me show the clip, you can understand. Manipulating photographic images over times of CGI into live action footage. Let me play the clip, you can understand clearly what is compositing. Okay, what is VFX compositing? This is final shot. So this is VFX compositing, you can call it as com shot. Okay, why I'm saying as VFX means it is the integration of live action with CGI. Okay, so in this com shot, you can't see that where the effect is going on. Okay, the truck is totally blasting the wall. This is from the regional film. This is commonly occur. But when it comes to the live action, the people work behind the live action. I shown you the departments. If I play the clip, you can understood. See, this is the original raw play where they are shooting with the first one, and this is played to with the green screen because they don't want to damage the original car, so that's why they put the whole car with green screen. They remove by using blue screen, green screen. And next is the blasting, original blasting. Already they did the blasting. They added the original car. Bottom there is a lot of bricks. They are totally removed by using the rotoprep. Manipulating and building into CGI software. But how they are manipulated? The compositing is a very beautiful task because you have to manipulate the images by means of separate tools. Because each software is having separate tools to manipulate. this compositing is having separate tools to manipulate and try to give this final comp shot. Yeah. So let me play this Hollywood clip. This is also I have done some of the comp work in this one because Hollywood comp is not done by a single person. It's a group of people. Your work will be divided into so many people. I will show the process also in the next topic. So when you take this one, yeah. So in this shot, you can see how beautifully they compose backside the live action. I will show you. Yeah. In this shot, see, the foreground is total live action set, whereas the BG is totally CJ, which is totally computer generated, 3D computer generated. This is live action. They are both are interacting, integrating simultaneously. You can see there's a shaking in the camera, how beautifully they are integrated. So you are integrating by means of compositing. You are integrating 2D video live action footage with 3D CGI as well as 2D CGI by means of compositing program. Okay, so that is mean to say compositing is the manipulating, means before it was shooted with no that kind of lava will not be there. They totally manipulated, replaced with the lava. Okay, they added the CG effects, they added the monster Ghidorah, something kind everything. They done the final comp shot like this. Okay, this is the final comp shot. So that is what is called as compositing, VFX compositing. So manipulation of photographics by using the compositing software. And next comes in the today's topic, what is layer-based compositing? When it comes, sir, what kind of software we have to learn? In the layer-based compositing, there is one software that is Nuke. That is Adobe After Effects. Adobe After Effects is a layer-based compositing where the small production houses comes into the play. In this also we can do the film compositing, but not that much extent. Why the Adobe After Effects we can't able to create such much use? Why? Because in this actually there is one problem. If you want to do the hundreds and thousands of layers, it will be confusing for the compositor who wants to update. And if you want to share your work, I will show you how the layer-based program. So you can see there are a lot of layers will be having sure nearly hundreds and nearly sometimes you have to work with thousands of layers. Okay. So when you're working with layer-based compositing, the compositor will get little bit problem where I have to add effects. You have to search in each and everything going in between. Okay, so you have to search, and when he wants to work with the multiple people, the people who wants to take your work, the guy will get confused. And one problem in layer-based is it's not one to many. Means if you want to take composition of a character, if you want to take the color of a face, hand separately, you have to duplicate multiple times in layer base. Whereas in node base, that is not the problem. Right now, the market use industries node based compositing. Why? Because the node base is a professional software used in major Hollywood studios like MPC, Double Negative, Framestore, ILM. So none of the companies will not use layer based. Why? Because the layer base is only flexible for small production houses. Because only the few like 3 to 4 people who are working for the compositing shots, those who want to pay that much amount of revenue, so they will go for the node base. In the layer base, sorry. In the node based compositing, everything is totally arranged in node base. You can see how the composition is structured in nodes like this. So whatever the effects you are going to visible on the screen are totally arranged like this. This is the typical level and this is the advanced level. There is 2 levels in Node.js. Typical level means only 3 to 4 people, just like layer phase. I said no. 2 to 3 people will be work. When it comes to advanced level, nearly hundreds of people, nearly more than 20 people will share your work. Means that the Node.js workflow will be replicated multiple times until it gets very huge. So nearly hundreds of people, or sometimes nearly 100 people will be work simultaneously in your shot. The stuff will be go on increasing. I will play how the Node.js workflow will look. You can't see any layers. So this is the Node.js workflow, a typical Node.js. So in Node.js workflow, everything in a systematic manner. So what are going to add the next? The artist can able to find out. So what is the color correction? What is the effect? What kind of tracking? What kind of keying? So each and every tool can be described by in written format. The artist can't be confused. Even if you're working for the more than 10, 15 artists also in Node.js, there is no confusion at all. And you can share your work for the multiple people. Like in Node.js, it is having the flexibility to work with all the departments I explained. That is in VFX department. You can work with 3D CGA department like modeling, texturing, look development. All you have to work simultaneously in the Node.js. That is the flexibility of having the Node.js workflow right now. So the work will be very speed, very accurate. The main thing is time distribution in Hollywood. In the major film production companies, they will go for the time and accuracy, and everything here is one to many. You can't duplicate, means there will be no duplication. Take one footage, do multiple shots. That's the advantage. And what is 2D and 3D in the topic in the today's agenda? So what is 2D means? 2D means something called as 2D compositing, and 3D called as CGA, 3D CGA in VFX. Let me play the clip. You can understand 2D compositing. So this is the before shot. So I said no, compositing is the manipulation of photographic images over time. Means there are multiple plates. See, this is one plate. This is not the final shot. Okay. So see, this is other plate. There is they taken the plate. This is done by the rotoprep artist. But I will come in the next topic. What is rotoprep? This is the smoke plate. The second plate. See, they are all 2D plates. Something haze has been added. Something smoke from the hole bottom. Again, they rotoscope and key the car. Yeah, this is the final shot. So you can see in 2D compositing, you can see everything is totally done. And a 2D means the plates are totally 2D. There will be like tracking department, matte painting department. You no need of 3D CGI. See, this is a normal regional film where you doesn't need of complete 3D CGI. Okay, this is totally entire done in 2D. You can use the softwares like Nuke, Photoshop to create that kind of things, matte paintings for Photoshops, and Nuke for prep creations, and rotoscoping for the something like software called Silhouette. So in 2D, see, when you saw this particular thing, it's called invisible effects. So you have to create a the compositor is having the ability, he has to bring the visual look for the film. What is the visual look means? The effect which can't be visible, means it's totally invisible, means you can't able to see where the effect is going on the screen. That is the ability to get the compositor, means he has to arrange all the elements. And when it comes to 3D CGI, you know, you can understand. When you watch this Godzilla is totally generated in 3D CGI. Means everything is totally from object creation, texturing, lighting, rigging, animation, everything is totally done inside the computer. There is no live action. Everything is totally done on computer by means of specialized softwares like Maya and company-owned proprietary software. Okay, now VFX compositing. So 2D and 3D. Now, if you combine both 2D with 3D, 3D set no 2D is a combination of 2D plates. When you combine 2D plates with complete CGI, that we can able to say called as VFX compositing. Means you are totally integrating live action footage with 2D CGI as well as 3D CGI. Means you are totally integrating live action footage. You have to remember two things: live action footage with 2D CGI as well as 3D CGI. Let me play the clip. See, these are all elements are 2D elements. You can see matte paintings, plates, and some are projected inside the software. Okay, and these are all the element shots. This is the 3D CGI. So these are all the effect shots, effect element shots. And this is the final comp shot. So we are total integrating the 2D elements with 3D. So that is the beauty of the VFX compositing. Means VFX compositor is the ability to give the look of the overall film. See, when you are working on a 3D clip, I will show you. There will be separation between 3D and 2D. So when it comes to the VFX compositing, the compositor is having the ability combining 3D elements, 2D elements by means of specialized software, specialized techniques, tools and techniques inside the new that kind of software. So final will be look like this. Yeah, this the for the people will call as effects. So the compositing you can call as effects compositing means it can have the ability to control the lights, textures of to hold 3D CGI. Okay, so that I will explain that in multi-passes. And now comes to the next topic, what is rotoscoping? So in the VFX compositing, what is rotoscoping? In the topic also I explain, I will shown the first, the VFX compositing is the rotoscoping. So rotoscoping is the starting job of a compositing artist to get into the field as a compositor. So what is meant by rotoscoping? So rotoscoping is the extraction of matte from the foreground footage. Means you are extracting the BG, you are separating the BG from foreground. You are extracting the BG from foreground by means of animating the masking the frames over time. What is meant by animating the masking? Let me take the example of Photoshop. So all of you know, some of the people, even web designers, a lot of graphics artists, even 2D artists, all about Photoshop. In Photoshop, when you're cutting a character, when you're totally tracing, it is a single image, right? When it comes to the live action footage, the artist has to cut each and every frame. When he is not cutting each and every frame, there is a technique called animating the masking. Once he cut the character, it will become animated. Means everything is totally generated on keyframes. So he has to keyframe, he has to do the animation for the mask for each and every frame, whatever amount of period of clip it is having. Let me play the clip, you can understood what is exactly called as rotoscoping. So in this one you can see, so this is for the regional movie. See, I totally extracted hair from the BG, means I am totally separating hair from the BG. So both the elements are separated. So now I am isolating the character. You can see the mask are animating. Now you can able to see that total character is total isolated from the film. You can see with the blue color, but is for the reference purpose of the artist. Now this is the matte with the masking animated mask. Now without I hide the mask, so you can able to see only the matte is animating. It is a replaced footage. So the advantage of photoscoping means Once you are separating the PG from the foreground, you can able to replace the PG with other PG. Means that is the advantage where the characters will not go to the particular station, something they will feel sick. So there are a lot of things comes into the scenario when it comes to the VFX supervisor. So you can able to change the background by using rotoscoping. And next comes what is rotoprep. So yeah, and one more thing in rotoscoping, the main major start to for a composite is rotoprep. Rotoscoping is a very hard working process in order to get for a compositor to get done, because it's a very patient job to become a rotoscoping artist. You need a lot of practice. That's not like animating the mask is very simple. You have to do a lot of practice, lot of shots to get right. Okay. So next comes rotoprep artist. What is in by rotoprep? Rotoprep is called as generating the clean plate. Means you are totally generating the clean plate according to the footage. So what is the generating the clean plate? Like when you take the example like wire removals, rig removals, paint finalizing, retouching, projections. These are all comes under rotoprep. Let me play the clip. You can understand what is exactly rotoprep, how they are used in the feature film. And something called as marker removals, this I will show you. Yeah, in this clip, backside you can see the character. Now if I play the character with a in this clip you can see backside the characters are moving, and this one also. This is a final shot where the characters are not staying on the background. How it can be done? So I done so I've used a lot of I have taken a lot of help. The composer will take the help of many people. So this is comes into the play. So I said rotoscoping. The first step is rotoscoping. The rotoscoping people will do the rotoscoping work and send this work to the compositor. Next part, you can see the animated matte extracted. And next is the clean plate. This clean plate camera projection is done by the rotoprep. I said rotoprep is generating of clean plate. They totally generated the clean plate and give it to the compositor, where the compositor will use the separate techniques inside the compositing program like Nuke. They blend all together. So this is a final shot. You can see where they are now not seeing any character is moving at the backside. See, yeah, the compositor is taking the help from the rotoscoping as well as the prep department. He combined both the things by using the separate tools and techniques. How he has combined simply not just like in Photoshop adding the elements. This shot will take nearly 1 week like that to get the quality of the work done by the film. Sometimes it took nearly 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depends upon the shot also. So when I'm working in Hollywood film, sometimes the shot will take nearly 1 month, 2 months, 3 months also. Because when you're working in a few production houses, it depends upon the shot. So you have to work on multiple shots. Some are very less in time you can finish, and some are having very high intense shots. So this is the roto prep work. What they have to do the clean plate preparation. And next comes the scenario for the compositor. So rotoscoping and roto prep are the startup shot in order to start a compositor as a career. So in order to become a compositing career, first you have to start with rotoscoping and roto prep. Now what is keying? Keying is also the extraction of matte. Matte is alpha background. You can see the white background that is generated from the foreground. So it is also same like the definition of rotoscoping, separation of BG from foreground. So why we are using the keying as a process? Why not rotoscoping? Let me play the clip. You can understand. So this is a old clipping, and actually the keying is developed for this purpose. Means if you want to create a miniature kind of people who wants to place the laptops, choose monsters, you have to interact with you. So the keying is designed for such kind of works in olden days, 1970s and 60s. When it comes to the next work, yeah, this is the final shot. So this is the blue screen. So why? So this is the blue screen. Yes, you ask one doubt like why you are using blue screen, green screen? Why can't you can do the rotoscoping? Let me tell the technical thing. So if you shoot like rotoscoping this kind of thing, not from the building, so the hero will be very precious. So will fell down from the building. So that's why they shoot on the studio. So if you have this kind of thing, blue screen, for the keying artist, he can have the edges. He can able to extract the character very clearly. As you can see, the markers in the below, the artist can able to track so that he can get accurate matte. Okay, so now see next step you can see the matte. This matte is done by the keying artist, not the roto artist. So that's the advantage. And this is the isolated part. So they replaced on the city between the city building where the hero, you can see the hero is doing the feat. It's not possible in real life. These are all called as invisible effects. See, this looks like natural, but it's an invisible effect. So here, this is the final shot. This is the keying shot. Okay. When you want to achieve this kind of technique, the composer has to learn a lot of tools. I said rotoscoping was one tool, rotoprep, keying, and tracking. There are a lot of techniques you have to learn in order to do this particular shot. So this shot, in order to finish this shot, it took nearly 2 weeks to finish. Why? Because this take a lot of time to do. You have to go a lot of research and for how I have to finish. You have to do before how you have to do the keying process, how I have to start the keying, and how I have to track, and I have to set the 2D plates, and how I have to combine. So now I have to achieve this desired look, final look. Okay, that is what is meant by keying. So keying is simultaneously resembles like rotoscoping, but keying is a composer job. And next comes the topic is color grading. What is color grading? So color grading is something like a visual trait for the film. When you watch any movies like regional movies and Hollywood movies like Harry Potter and something like 300 movie, there is something like a dusky kind of look, golden tint and everything. How we are achieved? So color grading is something like you have to create a color overall visual look for the film, feature film. So let me play the clip, you can understand. I will explain this topic. In this example, this is a Hollywood shot. So majority of the shots for regional films, the color will be done by colorists, not the comp. Some of the things like VFX shots, the color can be done by the compositors, but not in depth. But when it comes to Hollywood movie, the majority of the shots was done by the composer only, and the final tweaking will be done by the colorist. So why we need coloring? So in this shot, the client requires I want to change the BG sets and everything. I want to change the look of the overall film, the character. This looks like very dull kind of finishing. This is what the cinematographer comes into the DOP. Once he shoots the shot, he wants a desired look. This kind of look he wants the DOP cinematographer to see. Rotoscoping is one department. They gave the shot, and set extension matte painting. They created the set with grade. They add haze and depth. They added the plate separately, depth of field, and finally they done with some techniques, blending techniques. Okay, and this is the shot I have done Godzilla also. Some of this shot was done by me and a group of people. See in this shot, see if you see this shot, it's not like a something like 4 to 5 plates. It's a more than 50 plates. Okay, it's a combination of a lot of matte painting, lot of haze, lot of CGI, lot of live action footage, all they are integrated. This color is achieved done by the compositor, not by the colorist at the end of the thing. This is achieved by the compositor. The compositor has to give this look, overall look. Even in this shot also, the compositor has to give the achieved look, this kind of overall look. So you can see the golden tint in the evening and as well as finnish background. This kind of look has to create by the compositor. When it comes to Hollywood, you are learning the quality of the color. Okay, you have to learn the color of the film. Just like a photographer, how the photographer thinks. Just you have to think like a photographer when you're doing for a compositor. So what is 3D process? Next topic is what is 3D process. It's also called as multi-pass compositing. Generally, when you consider a 3D process, it's come from the department like 3D software Maya. The elements what I shown like a Godzilla, any Avengers, any kind of monster, those all comes with lot of multiple passes, multiple elements. I will play the clip, you can understand. This is just normal shot. See, this is not a finished final shot. So it is replaced on the BG, live action BG. It doesn't feel good. It's a combination. It's done inside the 3D. It takes the background as a reference. It doesn't do the compositing. When it comes this CG, complete 3D CG to the compositor, it looks like this. So how the so this is the beauty of compositor. He has to visualize the scene. So it's an artist, compositor has to create the feel. You can see the whatever the shaking, the camera movement. That is the so it is totally done by the compositor itself only. So he has to create the lighting. He has to control the lights. He has to control the heat. He has to create the depth. He has to control overall the 3D, how it looks appear on the screen. So there will be a lot of techniques will be involved to create this kind of shot. Before it was in the 3D, it looks flat. When it comes to the compositing, it is totally blended. That's why it's called as VFX shot. So let me play. How many passes have been there? Sorry, the clip is taking broken. I will play it. There are a lot of plates has been added. These plates are totally done inside CJ, complete 3D CJ. Means I said no, Maya is a software. These totally plates they combine into software called Nuke. They create a beauty path. Okay, so they create a beautiful this kind of look by using the beauty path. Means they created the how they are totally integrated by means of separate techniques in Nuke. Okay, they combine and they integrated with live action back to live action footage. And even you can see how the layers will be generated from the 3D footage. I will show you. This is how it will look. See, they are all separated plates from the 3D CGI software. They are all separate plates. They integrated into one plate. That is beauty pass. The beauty pass will be done by the compositor. The compositor will be integrate that beauty pass with live action footage. That is the beauty of VFX compositor. The VFX compositor has to integrate live action footage with 3D CGI. So he has to feel, he has to get the visual look, he has to create the compositing, the best work. Because in order to get, your work will be shown by a lot of people in the world. When you're working for, you're having a lot of responsibility. Okay, that is what is called as VFX compositing. And today's webinar completed my topics. And next topic is next question is what is the career in VFX compositing? How the career will be there? Right now, the compositing is having a lot of career in India as well as other countries. Why? Because it's a manual work. Just like I said, no, in the you can see can see this one, the VFX pipeline. We are totally controlling all the people. Compositor, you are the compositor, VFX compositor. You are totally controlling all the departments like texturing, lighting, tracking, matte painting. You are totally taking all the work. Just like a mixer, I take the example like a coffee. You are like a chef. So you are having all the ingredients. These are all ingredients. You are mixing all the ingredients to become one cup of coffee. So if the coffee is not done properly, that's not a good coffee. If you are making a good coffee, that is called as composing. You are integrating all the departments into one place. You are controlling. So how you are controlling? By means of QD CJ software. That's the compositing software. So hence you are controlling all the elements and combined into one platform. That is VFX compositing. Means combination of live action footage with 3D CJ. That is VFX. So there are a lot of opportunities right now, and the jobs are very well defined, and there are a lot of students coming to India and other countries. They're hiring a lot of people. Why? Because it's a manual work, and because the VFX industry is growing. Because this is not a small industry. This is not an animation. This is not an something like one part where roto com. You are totally working with a group of departments. So this is the career. Means if you want to become a VFX compositor, you should understand the quality of photography skills and everything. The career is very extended, and right now the people lot of working. My students are having the high positions. They are VFX supervisors, and some of the people are entrepreneurs of the Hollywood company. Also, they are having their own successful career in VFX compositing. And see, a lot of companies in India, abroad also, they're hiring the people, because movie is going to have a lot of stuff right now. You see, when you watch the movies in 1980s and compared to now, there a lot of technology has been involved. So that's why each and every department is they are having a lot of people in this industry. The industry requires a lot of technical guides. There are a lot of opportunities. Now I'm ending the questions. You can have any questions you can ask. You can raise a doubt. I will clarify. You're having the time. Anybody having any questions? Anybody can raise the question or ask. You guys are listening now what I'm saying. If you're having any questions, you can ask. Any doubts regarding the field, experience, job, anything related to VFX? Okay, if you're not having any doubts, I will wrap the session. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to give the presentation on VFX compositing. Stay home and stay safe because it's a coronavirus. There is no right now everything. So you have to go to the feedback session and give me the feedback how the webinar is having. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Welcome.